You never know who you're helping, until fate reveals the truth. Imagine giving your last drop of kindness to someone who doesn't look like they need it, only to have that single act change your entire world. What if a stranger walked into your life on a rainy day, not knowing you were his miracle, and he was yours? Stay with us, because what happens at the end will leave you in tears. And hey, if you love emotional, real-life inspired stories like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another moment that could change the way you see the world. Under the scorching sun of a small southern town, the clinking of tools echoed from a rundown auto shop tucked behind a dusty diner. Grease-stained overalls, calloused hands, and eyes that had seen too much hardship, this was Maria. A 33-year-old single mother, she had been a mechanic ever since her husband vanished without a word 7 years ago, leaving her with a 2-year-old daughter and a pile of debt. Each morning she woke at 5 a.m., packed lunch for her daughter Lily, kissed her forehead, and sent her off to a small public school while she opened her modest garage. Business was slow. Most customers couldn't afford to pay on time, and some paid with jars of jam, vegetables, or IOUs she knew she'd never cash. But Maria never turned anyone away. To her, kindness was currency in a world that often gave none. Then, one Thursday afternoon, the sky cracked open with thunder, and rain began to pour like the heavens were grieving. Maria was about to close up when a sleek black Mercedes, shiny but clearly struggling, pulled into her lot, steam hissing from under the hood. The door opened, and out stepped a man in an expensive suit, completely soaked, shielding himself with a tablet from the rain. He looked lost, frustrated, and very, very out of place. "Car trouble?" Maria asked, wiping her hands on a towel, eyebrows raised at the sight of this suited stranger in her oil-stained world. Apparently, the man sighed, looking at his dead phone. Engine overheated. GPS stopped. No service. And I'm supposed to be at a shareholders meeting in an hour. He paused. "Do you even work on imports?" She almost laughed. "If it has wheels and problems, I can fix it." His name was Nathan, just Nathan. He didn't offer a last name, and Maria didn't ask. He paced nervously while she opened the hood, frowning. "Looks like you've got a busted radiator hose." "Nothing I can't patch, but I need to let the engine cool first." Nathan groaned. "Unbelievable. Can I use your Wi-Fi?" She hesitated. "No Wi-Fi. Just honest work and hot coffee." For a moment, he looked like he wanted to argue, but then something softened in him. He nodded. "All right. Coffee would be great." Inside her cluttered garage office, Maria poured him a cup of strong, overbrewed coffee. He sipped it awkwardly, clearly unused to its bitterness. "But Maria?" She watched him carefully. There was something in his eyes, tired, maybe, or maybe just lost. And behind all that expensive fabric, he looked lonely. They spoke little as she worked on the car. Rain drummed heavily on the tin roof. When she finished, he paid her cash, $400, no questions asked. But when she handed back the change, he shook his head. "Keep it," he said. "You're the only person who's helped me today." She smiled. "It's what I do." Then, just as he was about to leave, headlights appeared. A yellow school bus. Maria's daughter, Lily, jumped out in her too big raincoat, splashing through puddles, her backpack bouncing. "Mama," she called, running into her mother's arms. Nathan watched, something in his expression faltering. Maria introduced them. Lily, with the innocence only a child could have, walked right up to the billionaire stranger and held out her hand. "Do you want to see the drawing I made today?" she asked, eyes wide and bright. Nathan knelt, smiled, and took the crayon drawing from her. It was a crude but colorful picture of a house, a garden, and 3 people, me, Mama, and Papa. "Mama says Papa's watching from the stars." Nathan looked up at Maria, surprised. She looked away, blinking fast. "Thank you," he said softly, handing the drawing back. "You have a wonderful daughter." Then he drove off into the rain. Maria thought that was the end of it. But it wasn't. Chapter 2, The Hug That Changed Everything. 3 weeks passed. Maria had nearly forgotten about the suited man with the broken-down car. Her life was too full of bills, broken engines, and Lily's bedtime stories to think about one stranger. But that changed when a sleek black car pulled up again, this time polished and perfect, and Nathan stepped out. Not in a suit, but in jeans and a t-shirt, holding something in his hand. "Maria," he said simply, smiling. "I owe you more than just a thank you." She blinked. "Did the patch not hold?" "No," he chuckled. "The car's perfect. I'm not here for repairs." He handed her an envelope. Inside was a check. $1 million. She stared at it. "Is this some kind of joke?" "Not a joke," he said gently. "I'm Nathan Wells, CEO of Wells Tech Industries. That shareholders meeting I missed because of the car? It was about whether I'd be removed from my own company. Because of you, I showed up just in time. You saved me. But that's not why I'm really here." She was speechless. Her knees nearly gave out. "I don't understand." He looked toward the garage where Lily was painting on cardboard with old markers. "That little girl gave me something I haven't felt in years. Her hug, it reminded me of my daughter." Maria's breath caught. "You have a daughter?" Nathan nodded, eyes watering. "Had. Her name was Claire. She passed away 3 years ago from leukemia. My wife left shortly after. I buried myself in work. But the day Lily hugged me, it was like Claire was hugging me through her. I couldn't shake it. I didn't want to." He paused. "I don't need your shop, Maria. But I do need something else. Someone else." "What are you saying?" she asked, her voice shaking. "I'm saying, I want to invest in your future. Help you rebuild this place. Give Lily the life she deserves. And, if it's not too much, I'd like to be a part of it." "You want to help raise my daughter?" she whispered. "I want to help raise hope," he said. "For both of us. If you'll let me." And with those words, Lily ran toward them again, and without hesitation, she hugged Nathan's leg and said, "I missed you, suit man." He bent down, hugged her back tightly, tears rolling freely now. That hug, so simple, so pure, was the moment everything changed. Maria looked at the two of them and saw something she hadn't seen in years, a family forming, not by blood, but by grace, by kindness, and by the hug of a little girl who saw no wealth or status, just someone who needed love. Over the next few months, everything transformed. The garage got a new name, Hope and Gears. Fully renovated, community-run, and funded by Nathan, it became more than a repair shop. It became a refuge for single parents, jobless veterans, and teens needing guidance. Nathan didn't just invest money, he invested time. He taught business classes to local teens, brought in clients, and gave Maria back something she had long buried, her dreams. But the real magic? It was Lily. Her laughter returned to Nathan a piece of his broken heart. Her hugs were the stitches in his soul. And Maria, well, she finally had someone to lean on. They never rushed romance. It came slowly, over breakfasts, bedtime stories, and late-night talks. But love bloomed. Not flashy or dramatic. Just steady, healing, honest. On Lily's 8th birthday, Nathan knelt, not with a ring, but with a small box containing a necklace that once belonged to his daughter. "Claire would have wanted you to have this," he whispered. "And I'd be honored to call you mine." Maria's yes wasn't spoken, it was in her tears, her embrace, and the look of a woman who had found peace after storms. All because of a broken radiator, a little girl's drawing, and a hug that reached into the darkest place of a grieving billionaire's heart and lit a candle of hope. In a world that often chases wealth, it was kindness that wrote their story. And love that sealed it. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Every view, like, and subscription helps us share more real-life inspired stories of love, loss, and the miracles in between. Let us know in the comments, have you ever helped a stranger not knowing they'd become family?